Okay, so we take a break from Super League action this week as the Challenge Cup rolls into the town. Round 6, and the first fixture we're going to talk about, Featherstone versus Halifax. What do you reckon to this one, mate?
Well, the table has them quite close together. Fax are doing maybe a little bit better than anticipated, but Feather doing even better than that. So I'm going to tip the home side, the form side.
Yeah, I'm going the same as you. Featherstone Rovers to win that one for me. Hull FC take on Catalan Dragons. Big comeback win for Hull will boost massively their confidence. Can you see a way that Catalan go to East Yorkshire and get a result in the Cup, though?
I mean, they could grind it out like they did in the league earlier in the season, but I don't expect to see it happen. Hull are going quite well, and separate to that, if any team can build up a lead and can't keep it this season, it's been Catalan.
Catalan Dragons, yeah.
So Hull FC have shown they can come back from being behind.
Yeah, I've got Hull FC on a pretty big win for this one. The rematch of the £1 million game, though, sees Red Devils taking on Hull KR. Can KR get any revenge? I say no.
I say no too. I think Salford will win. One, they're playing really well. Two, they've got competition for places with multiple people playing really well. So that makes it even harder for imagining KR to do one over on them. And the revenge thing might be played up, but I actually think that's equally as motivating for Salford.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to sort of lose that edge over that team. In a weird way, they want to say, no, it was deserved. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a... And I think that's what'll happen.
There you go. Okay. Big West Yorkshire derby as Dewsbury take on Wakefield. New coaching staff in at Dewsbury, but they're still losing games, Mark. And Wakey are a very capable Super League side, so I think this is going to be quite a substantial win for the Trin.
Yeah, the only way it isn't is if Wakey
shuffle the pack a lot.
Really shuffle the team around. Yeah. And Dewsbury, they've played up in derbies, and this is kind of a derby, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah.
Castleford taking on...
But I'm picking Wakefield.
I assumed you had. Castleford taking on St Helens down at the Jungle. I've got a Castleford win with some of their star names back from England duty. Saints, that capitulation against Warrington will not do their confidence any good. It's a topsy-turvy season, so I'm going for a Cass win.
And I'm not sure if Holbrook's in ahead of this game or not.
No.
But he won't have had much chance to make... If he is there, it might stir something. But I'm not... I don't know.
It's too consistent at the minute for me.
It's hard for me to see it being anything other than Cass. I'm tipping Cass.
Leeds versus Barrow. Is there anything that leads you to think this is going to be anything other than Leeds by $1 billion?
I think it'll be very similar to that time that we watched Leeds play the Blackpool Panthers.
Yeah, it'll be a bit...
So about 50-ish points to 10-ish.
Yeah, sounds fair. Warrington take on Widnes in the Cheshire derby. Mark, Warrington's result last week and Widnes' capitulation lead me to believe that's going to be a fairly substantial home win on the cards. What do you reckon?
I'm going to tip Widnes.
Great. Okay, it's another good week for me then. If this is the only one we go different on.
Well,
you're going to pick the game where Widnes... No, go for it. Tell us why.
Well, they're good for a derby win most seasons. And they've got... Do you know what we didn't talk about when we talked about Widnes?
Go on.
The only players they were really missing were Corey Thompson on the wing, who wants to leave, and Stephen Marsh isn't exactly terrible replacement, though, is he?
No.
In terms of the commitment and passion and that sort of stuff, but certainly... and knowing now to do the job. But it's not as good as Corey Thompson, but, you know. And Lloyd White at hooker.
Right.
They were the only two players missing now.
So
like first choice players that I could see that were missing.
Okay. So what you're saying is that despite not having an injury crisis, they're still crap?
They've still got injuries, but it's not as bad. And I don't know, they've got to win at some point. And
a lot of averages at some
Warrington are inconsistent. I think Warrington might focus more on the league, which might lead them to not bringing back their international players yet and stuff like that.
I think you're wrong. I think Warrington know the league's gone, and I think Tony Smith wants some silverware, and I think this is his best opportunity to get it. Final game of the round then, Mark, sees Swinton Lions take on their feeder club, Wigan.
Difficult one for Wigan with the situation we're in. No half-backs. Swinton playing with some confidence after a couple of big results.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to tip Wigan. I think you've got to expect the Super League side, no matter how shuffled up the side is, to be able to dominate. One wild card into this is, whilst you say feeder club, there's also a lot of ex-Wigan players who are permanent players at Swinton there as well as the. Obviously, there won't be the dual reg players. Josh Woods could play for Swinton this game, but can't play for Wigan in this game.
Oh,
is our only fit halfback?
Oh shit! Fair enough. Listen, I don't think we're going to losing this. It would not. I mostly expect Wigan to win by 30, 40 points. To be honest with you, but wouldn't surprise me if Swinton pegged them in and made them sweat over this one. But
I don't think we're going to win big. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be in the balance with 20 minutes to go.
Okay, there you go. What's the League One game of the week then this week, Mark?
London Skolars versus Whitehaven. Let's ride the London Skolars train.
Let's ride it hard. NRL Brit picks. What time and where?
Bulldogs Cowboys Thursday 10:50 a.m. Dragons Sharks Friday 9 a.m. I put that one on there, but it's a very long shot. Either. What's his face? What's his name? The Irish guy. Tyrone McCarthy.
Oh, right,
very long shot that he comes into the side, as things are at St George, and obviously we don't expect with it. But if he is, it's on Friday at 9 o'clock. After that, there'll definitely be someone playing in West Tigers versus Rabbitohs. Friday 10:50. One of the two Burgess brothers that are available for selection should at least play. Storm versus Titans Saturday at 10:30. Knights versus Raiders Sunday at 5 a.m.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. That is the world of rugby league well and truly covered. All that remains for us to do is wrap up the show. Okay, so episode 141, it's a day later than we promised you, but I think we've powered through remarkably well. I'm actually feeling a little bit better, and you've started blowing your nose, Mark.
So I'm getting worse. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe the lurgy's gone between us two, so let's not prevaricate around the proverbial shrubbery, Mark. What is in the Super League trivia this week?
Right, so in honour of the big international festival over the weekend, and obviously the rise of us seeing teams playing from places we didn't see as much of, because there wasn't there a Lebanon fixture as well at the weekend. Now they've been around obviously, but all these other countries actually getting international games going on at the Rep weekend. I've looked at Super League players who were born in places not associated with rugby league. So I've got 5 players but born in 5 places that are not associated traditionally with rugby league.
I'm terrible at stuff like
So you get a point for the player and a point for the place they were born.
Right.
And a bonus point if you get the town they were born in.
Gordon Bennett. Right, go on.
So we start with the first one is a Leeds prop forward who made his Super League debut this weekend after a try-scoring debut in his first Leeds first team game in the Challenge Cup.
Mikolaj Aleczki,
yes,
who was born in Gdansk in Poland.
Hey,
ex-Bradford
full mark.
Thank you. And he was he trained as a what are they called? What's Tom Daly?
Diver.
Yeah, he's a diver.
Right.
As well. Before he took up rugby league, having moved to England.
Wow. Okay, so the next one is a Wakefield player who scored 7 tries in 12 Super League games this year before his season was interrupted by injury.
So, Tom Johnston.
Yes.
And he was born somewhere not traditionally associated with rugby league.
According to his Wikipedia
profile. Was it a different country? Do you know what?
They're all different countries. So there's no one born in Australia, any of the islands, New Zealand, England, or any of the UK, in fact.
I've got to take a wild punt on this because I don't know anything about Tom Johnston this deep. So let's say, maybe he's an army kid. Maybe one of his. Let's say Germany. Was he born in Germany?
Did you have a look at the questions?
Was he born in Germany?
He was, yeah.
Superb. Okay, so let's say, was he born in Hamburg?
I don't have the town.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
Okay, Huddersfield.
4 out of 4 so far. I'm writing that down. Circled.
Huddersfield player who scored a try on his debut as a 17-year-old back in 2013. He became a regular in 2016 and is an ever-present in Super League so far in 2017.
I don't know who this is. Start again. Go slowly.
Huddersfield player.
Yes.
Who scored a try on his debut as a 17-year-old back in 2013.
Right.
He became a regular in 2016 and is an ever-present in the Super League in 2017.
Cruz Leeming, is it?
Yeah.
Right, Cruz Leeming.
And where was young Cruz Leeming born? I've tried to make it so that you can get
looking at it. Oh, is he from the Caribbean? Is he Jamaican? No, I don't know that in that case.
He was born in Lubamba, Swaziland.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Fantastic, there you go. So, 5 out of 6, we on cruise. Okay.
Salford forward,
right.
who we first saw in Super League as a 17-year-old London Bronco back in 2010.
Olsi Krasniki
Yep.
is Albanian.
Yep.
Thank you.
Do you know the town in Albania?
I'm going to go with Tirana because it's the only one I've heard of. It's the capital city.
Which is why they might be just put that down on the thing.
Possibly so. There you go.
But yeah, there you go.
This is turning into my best ever quiz week, this. Go on.
It is. Finally, we finished with the Hull FC forward, who so far has made 4 first-team appearances since his debut in 2015 Super 8 away against Wigan.
God. A forward. Is it Fash?
No.
4 appearances as a forward.
Yeah.
Oh. That's quite a deep cut, isn't it? Go on, who is it?
Do you not want to have a little bit more of a think about it?
Tell me his name, I'll say where he was born.
Massim Bashi Matongo.
Is Massim Bashi Matongo. Ooh. Is he from Nigeria?
He is not.
Alright, where's he from?
Harare, Zimbabwe.
Harare in Zimbabwe.
Again, could be anywhere in Zimbabwe, but they're just saying Harare because it's the only place anyone knows, isn't it?
Harare in Harare. Okay, well, I'll take that.
8 out of 10. Well
8
done.
out of 10. I'm a cat this week. I'll take that every day of the week. Thank you. That was really, really good. What's coming up for us this week then, Mark?
Well, I'm going to Swinton on Sunday.
Fantastic.
The tickets are like the hugest tickets I've seen for years.
Right.
They're really big.
Right. Maybe we've got an old-fashioned printing machine down at Swinton that we use.
So I'll be down there for my second visit this year.
Superb. Excellent. Where is it? Whereabouts is it if you want to get down?
Other than that, I'm hoping I get over this cold.
Yeah, me too. My week...
It's the Sale Football Club ground, isn't it? And Hayworth Road in Sale.
There you go. Superb. I have not a great deal on this week. I'm at the Imperial for a end of season ball. I've been invited by a friend of mine at Thornton Cleveland's rugby union, but it's top hat and tails and all that jazz. So that'll start off quite civil and turn into utter chaos. I'm quite certain. So I don't look forward to Sunday. Yes, Emma's going along as well, along with a couple of her family too, that I know, coincidentally through rugby. So that's the highlight of my week, and I'll be ensconcing myself on the sofa for Challenge Cup Rugby League. So we're going to want people's feedbacks, and we're going to...
we've got 4 televised games, haven't we?
Exactly. So how do they get in touch with us and tell us what they think, Mark?
Do we not have recommendations?
Oh shit, I don't. I reckon we go to see Mickey Flanagan if he's ever in your neck of the woods. He was funny. Yeah. What do you have this week?
Well, ice hockey.
Oh.
Not in a let's make a joke about why I was a grubby bastard on the pitch or I've been watching too much ice hockey way, but that's what apparently he said when he was like talking to the fans when he came off the pitch, Jake Emmett.
What a dick.
Yeah, well, it's funny-ish, but yeah, he was a dick. Don't let him know we said that though, because seriously, he'll beat us up.
We'll fly over here and beat us up.
Well, they're back over, aren't they, next
week? I could hold my own against Jake Emmett for a couple of minutes.
They're back over at Newcastle next week.
Couple of minutes. I reckon I could hold my own against Jake Emmett for 30 seconds.
A couple of years ago, I reckon I could have outran him, but I'm not.
Is he the one that bears more than a passing resemblance to the kid out of 2.5 Men? Am I thinking of the right person?
You are thinking... He doesn't look like him anymore, but yeah, you are thinking of the right person. So ice hockey, I've been watching a lot of it, getting value for money out of my Premier Sports subscription because it's the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Right, fair enough.
And I've been and I used to watch it when I was a kid, and I haven't watched it for probably 10 years or so. And obviously, when I went on my honeymoon, we talked about I went to the Hall of Fame in Toronto, and that was cool.
Yes.
But now I've been watching it, and it's been really fun.
Get back into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, fantastic. Ice hockey. Do you have a team?
Well, when I was younger, I liked the Detroit Red Wings because they were always winning, so they were on TV more, and they wore red and white.
Right.
So they suited my colour situation. But since then, I'd not really maintained a relationship with them, and I don't know the players and that sort of thing now.
Okay.
But because I listen to a lot of and read a lot of like Pittsburgh sports stuff through the Steelers, I've just sort of drifted now towards the Penguins.
Cool.
And they're good as well, which helps. I've just sort of drifted now to be a Pittsburgh sports teams fan because I've been there now.
Yeah.
And